Hi folks, this week on Big on Wine we're off to France's sunny Alsace to sample another of those ravishing Rieslings for which the area is so famous. They're not cheap, but boy are they good. Coming right up. Hi guys, a very warm welcome to yet another edition of Big on Wine, the show which, as you should know by now, brings you news, clues and reviews. In fact, it tries to bring you up to speed about just about everything in the world of wine. And my wine of the week for this week is indeed from Alsace, and it's this one here. It's Léon Beyer Riesling Reserve, and the vintage is 2017. And this wine comes in for a price of just under €18 a bottle where I am. So we can't call this actually a cheap wine, but in terms of the quality it presents, I think we can say this is good value for money. Okay, let's give you the backstory to this wine. This wine is officially AC Appellation Contrôlée Alsace. It's 100% Riesling and 12.5% alcohol and just 3 grams of residual sugar, putting it very firmly in the dry category. Now this wine is made by Léon Beyer in Eguishem in Alsace. Now Eguishem is a village of, a very old village in fact, of just under 2,000 people, situated about 7 kilometers southwest of Colmar. Now Colmar of course is on the left bank of the River Rhine. It's tucked up underneath the Vosges mountains, and of course Alsace is in eastern France and is very much defined by those Vosges mountains in the west and the River Rhine of course in the east, Alsace naturally sharing a very long border with Germany. Okay, let's have a look at this wine in the glass, and as we can see it has that wonderful straw yellow, straw gold, maybe even breaking a little bit more towards a golden yellow here. So this suggests this wine has seen quite a lot of sun there down in close to Colmar. It's a very sunny area of the world indeed. Okay, so in the glass it looks very appealing. It has almost a little bit of texture, little touch of oiliness in the this kind of fluidness in the wine there, indicating something perhaps interesting. Okay, let's try it in the nose and see what we can find. Now in the nose, the aroma is very intense. It's kind of grapey, fruity, with the emphasis, I think, here on mature fruit. So it's not a sharp aroma. It's a very mature, rather sweetish aroma coming off this. Now, how are we going to describe that aroma? Well, I'll be looking, I think, in the direction of, there's definitely something that reminds me of ripe apple in there, ripe yellow apple, but maybe something more exotic as well in the nose, maybe putting it in the peachy area, but it's even sweeter than that. It's almost like the aroma that you get when you take the top off a jar of honey. So almost like some honey, apple and peach, I think, are in there very clearly. All right, very appealing in the nose. Now let's try this in the mouth. Let's see whether we get in any of those typical kind of petrol-y flavours that we sometimes get in these Alsatian Rieslings. Let's try it. No, this is actually quite a pure, very clean Riesling taste. Very big on the mature fruits here. So we're getting that peach There's something spicy in the back of this wine as well. It has a very long finish on it. In the finish, there's definitely a good dose of citrus there, so it has a nice bite to it, a nice acidic touch to it. It's an interesting combination because the aromas and the flavours are very much the flavours of ripe, almost exotic fruits, so peach, touch of yellow apple in there, a bit of spice, but it does have a nice backbone of acid, of citrus acid there, which makes it very refreshing in the mouth. Particularly at the back of the mouth, the citrus flavours are enhanced. Touch of minerality there as well. So, peach, apple, a nice citrus bite, minerality, some spiciness in there as well. An excellent balance, I think, between the ripe fruit and a good dose of the citrus acid makes this a very, very harmonious and appealing white wine. Okay, so what is it going to be good with? Well, I think we're talking here about fish and seafood primarily, but this would also make an excellent wine with veggie dishes. Get your serving temperature correct. You need to serve this wine at a temperature of roughly 8 or 9 degrees, so not too cold, but not too warm either, so keep it around the 8 or 9 degree mark. Bring you the heads up on this one. This is Léon Beyer Riesling Reserve. The vintage is 2017. Where I am, it costs just under €18 a bottle. I'm going to give this wine 4 stars out of 5. Okay guys, many thanks for checking out this week's video and the little introduction to another of those excellently made Rieslings from France's Alsace. This one by Léon Beyer Riesling Reserve, vintage 2017. Lovely stuff. Okay, if you've enjoyed what you've seen and heard, then please do feel free to give us the big thumbs up, which we appreciate so much. Drop a comment down below. We're always extremely happy to receive your feedback. Share the video around, and of course you can always follow me on my other social media channels. And hey, if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe by hitting that big red button somewhere up there behind me. And naturally, I'll be back again next week with another great wine of the week for you. But until we meet again, this is Tony Melville signing off and saying, hey, take care out there. Be good to each other. Enjoy your wines. And cheers.